A really important question, and a question which actually really sets Quelfire apart, is how much overlap is required when Pattress-Fitting QuelStop Fire Batt. So first of all, let's just talk about what Pattress-Fitting is. Pattress-Fitting is when we fit the batt to the outside of the wall rather than inside a letterbox. So there is obviously a critical amount of overlap of batt onto the integral fire-rated plasterboard wall. Many installers are used to having to install 100mm of overlap, and indeed that's good practice. But unfortunately, in today's challenging environment, we don't always have that luxury. So that's one of the reasons why Quelfire have tested just a 50mm overlap on the batt. So that's 50mm of batt onto the wall. Now furthermore, we've tested that detail with just 30mm overlap on the underside. So this is particularly useful where you've got perhaps ceiling voids, where you've got very limited space to actually fit the batt. So as I say, Quelfire's details, 50mm overlap on the sides, along the top, and just 30mm of overlap on the bottom. The fixings are to be installed in the centre of that overlap, and there's obviously specific fixings for specific scenarios. Once again, check those standard details. And it's worth remembering that you are trying to install a fixing halfway into an overlap, so a 50mm overlap, that's just 25mm from the edge. So whilst it can be achieved, and indeed we've achieved it, we've tested it, all our standard details cover it. If you can get 100mm overlap, then why wouldn't you? Certainly, good practice to aim for 100mm, but certainly nice to know that we do have that test evidence to support it, and that could really make the difference in being able to install a tested detail or not. So for any further questions on that, give us a shout. We'll be glad to help and explain further.